Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, all of that juicy goodness. I am going to share one secret tip to manifest large sums of money. And I know you all have probably watched so many videos, and maybe you've heard this tip before, maybe you haven't. I know there's an overall concept that goes with my thing that I'm going to share, and I keep saying it and beating around the bush. And don't you hate that when YouTubers don't tell you what it is right at the start of the video? I'm just going to blurt it out. You are going to burn something or let go of something or throw something out that has a lot of meaning, but that you're willing to just say goodbye to it. Okay, so here's an example. In December, I took about I think there was around 35 of my journals. So I'm 40 years old. I was a teacher for 17 years. And in those journals, I was always writing about my energy levels, how I was doing that day, my workout that day, the food I ate, what I was manifesting. It's just kind of like every aspect of my life, I was just dumping onto a page every single day. I journaled every day. As soon as I would get to work, I would do a morning routine. I'd work out in the morning, shower, get to my teaching job, sit at my office, and I would say, all right, what's the energy like today? And this was before I was intuitive. So I would write down like how I was feeling. I wasn't really tapped into source or anything like that, but I would write down how I felt and be like, all right, what do I need to do today? I need to teach this topic. I need to do that. I would write about my breakups. I would write about my boyfriends. I would write about everything. Okay. So I took about 35 to 40 of these journals, basically all of them. I think I kept maybe 5, and they're the most recent ones from. So I took 40 journals and I took them to my friend's backyard and we did a little ceremony. It was a full moon ceremony, might have even been a new moon, and we burned them all in their fire pit. And they have kids and they had her cousins over. They just happened to be there visiting from down south. So they were all picking up my journals and helping me burn my past. And I want to write a book one day. I want to write many books about my story, about the universe, whatever comes through me. And I've always thought I need these journals to write. I'm like, I'm going to need to revisit all the things I've manifested. I'm going to need to revisit my pain and suffering through my grief when I lost my daughter. And those journals hold a lot of pain. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to think too much. I'm just going to take them and burn them. Well, 3 weeks after I burned those bad boys, guess what happened? I received a check for $25,000. And I know it was a combination of me doing that let go and some other things that I've shared in other videos. Like I took off from work for a couple weeks. I rested. I did like a sauna, a cold plunge. I did a water fast. I was completely letting go and purging internally. I was purging the old Michelle. Externally, I was changing her routines. And I also was letting go of the past. So if you want to manifest large sums of money, you must let go of the past. You must let go of the character of who you used to be. We can still love him or her. We can still adore our past. It's not letting go of the good. We have everything in our hearts and in our bodies. We don't need it on paper. We don't need it in a t-shirt. We don't need it in a necklace. Okay, so if you have something from your past and it's a large thing in your mind, like my journals were a big thing. I was thinking I was going to need them. I can't let them go. They were also taking up so much space in my closet. And I was just thinking, man, the energy in all of those journals, all the sadness, all the food battles. Oh my gosh, I dealt with so many highs and lows with my body and my diet because I wasn't on a healing journey. So I was still playing out the pattern of self-soothing with food and exercise. I was not at all balanced. So those journals were filled with highs and lows of overeating and binging and overexercising and how I was feeling that day. And it was all my grief. Everything was surfacing through my body, but I was journaling it all. So here's all that energy. Guess what? It was sitting in my closet. Another fun fact. The back left corner of your home is your wealth zone. So if you're standing at your front door, look at the back left corner. What room is that? What do you have in that space? Is it cluttered? Is it messy? Guess what was in my wealth zone? All of those journals. So I purged those journals out of my wealth zone. They were no longer weighing me down. All of that sadness, all of those emotions, I let go of it all. And I wasn't doing it with the intention to manifest money. I was just doing it because my soul just said, it's time. You need to let go of this old version of you. You need to let go of this old life. It's not who you are anymore. And it was really hard. I started to cry as I was burning the journals, but it was also really symbolic too. Just a little side note from manifesting talk for a second. All those years I was journaling, I was alone. I wasn't feeling seen. I wasn't feeling heard. I was deep in my grief, missing my daughter. I could even cry just thinking about it right now, how alone I felt. So if any of you are feeling alone right now, I am sending you the biggest hug, and you are not alone, okay? And I felt so alone in all of that writing. And guess what happened? When we were burning that journal, those journals, I had kids with me. I had my best friend and her husband. I had her cousin and her husband, like picking up my lonely journals and helping me burn them. So at the time that I'm letting go of that lonely period, I am surrounded and loved by these wonderful people who are going through this little ceremony with me. And they were like holding me, and they're seeing me, and they're laughing, and we're singing, and we're doing it together. So I was not alone. So them helping me burn my journals symbolizes that I'm no longer alone. The universe is always bringing me the people that I need when I need them. Same thing for you. And I was alone for a really, really long time, and my mind told me I was alone. And now that I know not to listen to that, because it's the ego keeping you on this loop, you can let go of that older version of you who did think that way, and you were suffering, and that's okay. You're allowed to be suffering when you're in ego. It's natural. It's part of the human state, and it's not always ego. It's your pain. It's your pain body. Your body feels everything that you've been through. So to be able to let go of that was huge for me. And I know that I was holding it in my wealth zone of my house, and I didn't know it back then. As soon as I purged it, money poured into my life. So I'm hoping this helps you. So right now, take a deep breath and think, what can I let go of? What can I just say, screw it, I'm throwing this out? Even if it's something meaningful that somebody got for you. We don't go to our grave with things. We go to our grave with our memories and our body and our connections. Those journals held so much of my experience with my daughter, but I was willing to let it go. Just like I let go of her crib, just like I let go of most of her clothing. I only have maybe 1 or 2 vacuum bags of her clothing, which are really small. Those are the only items I have left for my daughter, and I don't need anything else because I have it all in here. So do some energetic clearing. Let go of something big if you want to receive something bigger and better and more in alignment with who you are. Okay, because you are this new version of who you are. And if you really want to call something in big, go change your diet, go change your habits, go change your routines, be different, and really do an energetic clearing. Clean your body out, clean your phone out, clean your house out, clean your car out, do every single area of your life and watch what happens. You will be pleasantly surprised, and you're going to be like, why didn't I do this sooner? You're literally going to be pinching yourself and being like, darn it, like, I can't believe this is real. This is awesome. Oh, that's all I had to do. And then remember this, write this down right now, that you're going to continue to do this, and it's going to be cyclical. Every time you want to call in something new or a new version of yourself, a new job, a new check, whatever it is, you're going to do this routine. You're going to let go of something big. You're going to clear out your wealth zone, the back left corner of your house. You're going to change your diet for a short period of time. You're going to change up your routines, maybe go to a sauna, do a cold plunge, really shock your system and purge it and get rid of the old and welcome the new. All right, lovies, if you need help doing this, message me. Everything's below in the description box. I'd love to help you on your journey. I do one-on-one sessions, and they are so fun to get to connect with you all on Zoom. I love it so much. All right, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when my videos are coming out to help support my channel so we can reach more with these messages. All right, lovies, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Peace out.